Hello friends, welcome back. Today I'm doing a drugstore makeup starter kit. It has been a while since I have done one of these, and I think these are very helpful if you are a beginner and you don't know where to start, or if you're a makeup minimalist and you want to have like the least amount of products possible to just create a go-to everyday look. I also share some dupes to some high-end products. So yeah, let's just go ahead and jump into this. First, I'm going to start out with the foundation, and I think this foundation that I'm going to mention is really great for beginners. It's very affordable, it's easy to use, it looks beautiful on the skin. The Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator, and I know that maybe the shade range isn't the best, so if I had to recommend a foundation if you are a deeper skin tone, the Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Skin Tint. There are a lot of different shades in this, and I think that this is also a really great beginner-friendly foundation. I did switch out the little dropper for the pump, and I got this pump off of Amazon. So I'll have it linked down below if you are interested in this foundation and you would like the pump for it, or maybe if you already have this foundation and you're like, oh my gosh, like a pump, that's awesome. And I just realized I had my little space heater on, so let me turn that off. So yeah, let's just go ahead and apply this Tinted Hydrator from Wet n Wild. And I'm using this shade in Fair. I'm just gonna do some dots of this. That's normally what I do, is just put like some dots of the foundation all over. And then I'm using the Wet n Wild makeup sponge, just dampened, to blend this Tinted Hydrator out. But you just wanna use like patting motions like this to blend in the foundation. And I hope you can see on the skin, this isn't like, I mean, I know it looks pretty like dewy on camera, but like in person, this is more of just a nice natural skin finish. It's not too overly dewy. It's not matte at all. So it's really good. It's very long lasting. And this foundation is a light to medium coverage. The packaging is really easy to throw in a makeup bag and to travel with. You don't have to worry about it being like messy or anything like that. Hands down, my all-time favorite concealer from the drugstore is this Rimmel Multitasker concealer. My local Walmart sells this and it's really easy to find there. I'll have it linked down below if possibly your Walmart doesn't carry it. I use the shade 30 Light. This concealer is so comparable to Tarte Shape Tape. If you've ever used that concealer before, it is a full coverage long wearing concealer, which is the type of concealer that I like to go for. And I'm almost out of this because I use it so much. I usually rotate between this and Tarte Shape Tape, and honestly, like, I cannot tell any difference between the two. Just use patting motions to blend that concealer in. My very favorite setting powder from the drugstore, and I think this is really great for beginners. It's also a dupe for another high-end product, but the MCoBeauty Miracle Flawless Setting Powder. This is an awesome dupe to the Charlotte Tilbury Miracle Flawless Setting Powder. I think that's what she calls hers. As you can see, like, I have hit major pan on this powder. It's getting a little hard for me to use this because it's like all in like the corners. But this is a great powder for not only setting the face, but also setting the under eyes. Like, it doesn't look too heavy or powdery, but at the same time it does a really good job of setting everything and slightly blurring out like the imperfections and everything. So I just think this powder is awesome and it's very affordable. And then to set the under eyes, I like to go in with a little triangle powder poof, or sometimes I'll go in with like my dampened sponge to set. That's usually with like loose setting powders, I'll use my sponge, but with pressed, I just like to use this little triangle powder poof. I got this off of Amazon, and it doesn't look heavy or anything on the under eyes, but it does a great job of setting. I have a video explaining how to go about prepping your skin before makeup. I'll have it linked above. Definitely go and watch that if you are a beginner, because it does make a huge difference how you go about prepping your skin and how the makeup looks in the end. So if you do not prep your skin well, your foundation and just your makeup in general is not going to look as good, and it's not going to last as well. The products that I'm going to mention, and I feel like this was just like a freak thing that happened with mine, but the little spoolie broke off of this. But this is the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. So whenever you buy it new, it does have a spoolie, so you wouldn't necessarily need an extra spoolie brush for this. But like I said, I feel like for some strange reason mine broke off. A skinny brow pencil is really good for beginners. It's very user friendly. This e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil is very affordable, and it's a really great dupe to the Anastasia Brow Wiz. If you have like red hair, maybe the NYX Micro Brow might be a better option. It is a little bit more expensive than this e.l.f. one. NYX does have a ton of different shades in their brow pencils. Like e.l.f.'s line is good, but it just doesn't have a lot of warmer options. And then I do recommend using a brow gel. If you didn't want a tinted one, the e.l.f. just basic clear brow, like lash and brow gel is really good. If you want a tinted one though, the e.l.f. Wow Brow, it's a good dupe to the Benefit Gimme Brow, which used to be my all-time favorite brow gel. And ever since I discovered this e.l.f. Wow Brow, I've never went back to the Benefit one. And if you didn't want your brows to be fluffy the way I'm doing mine, you can just kind of just go in the direction that your brow hairs grow. But I do like my brows to be slightly fluffed up, at least in the front there. Now this next product is a must if you're gonna wear eyeshadow, and it is my holy grail, the Milani eyeshadow primer. This product is going to help extend the wear of your eyeshadow, make it slightly a little bit more intense, and also keep it from creasing. I probably applied slightly a little too much. Just a little bit does go a long way. So you want to let that sit on your eyelids for like a minute or so, like so it can dry down. Eyeshadow and lip products, those are really hard to narrow down because there's so many different options out there, and everybody wants and needs like something a little bit different. So I wanted to mention a few different ones that I think are great for beginners. The Wet n Wild Always Naked palette and their Always Blushing palette. I think both of these are really good for beginners. You have a lot of different color options in here to create a lot of different eyeshadow looks. I do have like a tutorial series using both of these palettes, so I will have those playlists linked down in the description box, and I'll link one above in the cards. If you don't really want to create a bunch of different eyeshadow looks, like you just want one that's going to be a good staple everyday little palette, I think the Wet n Wild Color Icon in Walking on Eggshells, my palette has like broken and I had to use like a little like clear hair tie to hold it together. But this is one of my most used eyeshadow palettes. Most of the brushes I'm going to use today for this eye look are from this brush set that I got off of Amazon, which is really affordable, great for beginners. $10 for like these brushes plus more face brushes is just amazing. So I'll have that link below. I rave about it all the time here on my channel. I am going to first go in with this brush here from that set. It's kind of a little bit more flat and fluffy. And I'm gonna use this shade here in the crease. So this is just basic, everyday, easy makeup look. Really easy for beginners. Or if you're just trying to create just an everyday look, like your go-to everyday look. Okay, and next I'm going in with the pencil brush from that Amazon brush set. I'm getting more of that shade that I used in the crease, and I'm also smudging that here on the lower lash line. I'm just using the highlight shade, and I'm gonna brush that here underneath the brow bone. Then I'm taking the flat shader brush, and I'm gonna be using the pink, the shimmery pink shade. And then I'm gonna put this color all over the lid. Then I'm taking more of that shimmery cream highlight shade, and I'm just popping it here in the inner corner of the eye. So if you wanted to create just a very simple everyday look that's not using like a lot of eyeshadow, I think that this is beautiful for that. Me personally, because my hair is darker and I have a little bit more contrast going on between like my skin, hair, eyebrows, eyes, I do like to add a bit more definition to my eyeshadow, especially here in the outer V. Going in with the Sigma E25 blending, got some of that darkest shade on this brush. And first I just kind of stamp it. Sorry if you can hear my stomach. I literally just had breakfast right before filming this video, so I feel like my stomach's so active right now. But I just kind of stamp it there, pull it up, and then I turn the brush this way and then start kind of pulling the shadow in towards this way, and then I'll also use like little circular motions to help to blend up the shadow into the outer V there. But like, see the difference in this side and this one? Like for me, I just think that that looks more flattering with my hair color and all of that. So, but I mean, I still like to do the more just kind of natural, no makeup eyeshadow look there. I mean, obviously you have makeup on, but it's not heavy or anything like that. So I know sometimes when you're a beginner and you're not used to wearing makeup, that any little bit of makeup you wear seems like so much makeup. So then I'm going back with that pencil brush with more of that the darkest color, and I'm running it here on the lower lash line from about here up, just connecting it with the outer V. And also, as you can see, like that kind of pulls the eye up a little bit and just brings the whole eye look together, makes it look a little bit more smoky. And then I'm just gonna go back with that original shade that I used in the crease and that same blending brush. And I'm just gonna blend like right here at the top of the crease, just to make sure things are blended well. And also make sure that color didn't like get blended away in the crease there. And then before I do my mascara and all of that, I like to finish the rest of my face products because I use a setting spray, and you always want to apply your mascara after your setting spray, because if you apply it before, it's going to transfer and mess up your whole makeup look. So you definitely don't want to do that. This next product is such a good all-in-one face product, but the Physicians Formula Butter Dream Team. Like, this has my all-time favorite bronzer in here, and I love the blush colors that they have and also the highlight. This really is a Dream Team palette. I love this, and I love the packaging. I just think it's really cute. And I also like how it's cardboard, so you do not have to ever worry about the lid breaking off. This is great for traveling, so I really like this. First, I take it up on the temples here. Just like if you were outside in the sun and like your skin was getting naturally tanned, like your forehead would definitely be getting some sun and you'd get tanned there. Plus also, if you use some bronzer on your forehead, it's going to make your forehead appear a little bit smaller. And a lot of times I'll apply my blush first and then my bronzer, because sometimes I can get a little too carried away with how much bronzer I'm applying. And I just find that that helps me to not like go overboard. And then I'll take a little bit more and kind of just apply it there to my nose, because that's also like another area where if you were out in the sun, your nose would get like a little bit tan. And then the blush in this palette, this blush here, is their Butter Blush in Saucy Mauve. One of my all-time favorites blush brushes is this one from Morphe. This is their M241. The only thing about this blush in this palette is it is really intense. So if you're really fair, you gotta be a little bit careful about that. But this blush is really versatile. You could wear it if you had a medium to slightly deeper skin tone. If you were super deep, I don't know how well this would show up. So if you are deeper skin tone and you've used Saucy Mauve before, like let us know how that works, like if it shows up well or not. But it is a beautiful color. It has a bit of like a sheen, but it definitely gives you like a nice rosy glow, which I think is so pretty. It pairs so nice with the eyeshadow. Then the highlight in this palette, this is the Butter Highlighter in Champagne, which is a gorgeous gold color. It's so pretty. It is a really intense highlight, so if you're not into that, you might not enjoy this, but it would also double as a beautiful eyeshadow. I have used this as an eyeshadow before, and it is such a beautiful gold shadow. Okay, and then before I share my very favorite mascara and like lip products, because I couldn't narrow it down just to one, there's so many different like lip options out there, and I kind of wanted to just go over each of those. But the LA Girl setting spray is my all-time favorite. This, and also the Milani Make It Last, which I don't have any of that setting spray on me currently. Probably the Milani Make It Last would be a lot easier for a lot of you guys to find. A makeup setting spray is a must, at least in my opinion, because it's going to just tone down any of the powders on your face and make your makeup look a little bit more skin-like. And it's also gonna help your makeup to last throughout the day until you take your makeup off. And then I do like to curl my eyelashes up before applying mascara. I do find that this makes a huge difference in making your lashes stand out, and also just opening your eyes a little bit more. Like, just look at that before I've applied mascara. How big of a difference that makes to curl your lashes up. I mean, I know if you're not used to using an eyelash curler, it can be kind of hard. I just feel like applying makeup around your eyes in general, if you're not used to wearing makeup, is a bit of a challenge. So, you know, don't give up if you're having issues with your eyes watering and all of that. Just keep practicing every day. Even if you don't wear your makeup, like if you do it and you don't feel comfortable wearing your makeup, just do your makeup in the evening before you take your shower or wash your face before bed, just so you can get practice on doing it. And then once you get more comfortable and confident, then you can actually just like wear your makeup every day. My all-time favorite mascara from the drugstore is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I think that this is such a great mascara. It does a good job of like giving your lashes volume and also length, as you can see there. And I don't have issues with it flaking or smudging, so I can also use this on my lower lashes too. And I did want to show you this. If you accidentally got some mascara on your face there, you're gonna let the mascara completely dry and then go in with a Q-tip and flake it off. So I'm just gonna leave that little spot of mascara there, and then once we get to the end of this video, I'll show you how to go about flaking that off, because I know as a beginner that's probably gonna happen quite often. I mean, that happens to me. If you want something that's just like a tinted lip balm that, you know, gives your lips a little bit of color but doesn't look too much, that's moisturizing, I think that the CoverGirl Clean Fresh lip balms are so good. They have several different colors in these, and I just think that they're really great products. I'm going to show you guys this one in Bliss You Berry. So if you're not really used to wearing a lot of lip products and you just want something that is easy to wear and throw on throughout the day, that's moisturizing, it's like a step up from a chapstick because it is tinted. This is really great, and honestly these are really good paired with lip liners, and I'm gonna share with you my very favorite lip liners from the drugstore, which are the Revlon Color Stay lip liners. These are so good, so long wearing, easy to use. Like, they're just those, you know, retractable type of lip liners, so you don't have to ever worry about sharpening them. And Revlon makes so many different colors in these. Okay, so I just line my lips there with Raisin. Then just kind of smush your lips together if you want it to be a little bit more blended. I know the look right now is to kind of have like a lip line. And then I'll go in with Bliss You Berry. And see, that's going to give you a little bit more of like a lipstick look or of a bold lip. So, I mean, just like these CoverGirl Clean Fresh lip balms, like tinted lip balms with lip liners, are really good, especially if you're just starting out. And you can also just wear the lip liners by themselves and they're going to last really good. So I definitely recommend those. If you want a gloss, the Maybelline Lifter Glosses are by far my favorite lip glosses at the drugstore. And this shade in Moon is probably my most used color from Maybelline. It's just one of those lip glosses that it's so easy to like top over other lip products, especially right there in the middle, just to give your lips more of like a juicy, pouty look. If you're into more of just the classic, I went ahead and took that lipstick off because I wanted to apply some others. But if you want just like a classic lipstick, like bullet lipstick, Revlon Super Lustrous, you cannot go wrong with any of these. These are just a classic, so I recommend these. The Maybelline Color Sensational lipsticks are also a staple. These are a little bit more, not quite as moisturizing as the Revlon ones, but they're more kind of lightweight, easy to apply. Maybelline has also so many different shades in these. The L'Oreal Color Riche lipsticks are another great bullet lipstick from the drugstore. So any three of these, I don't think you could go wrong. I would say I probably use my Revlon ones the most, my Revlon and Maybelline. I don't tend to reach for the L'Oreal quite as much, but yeah, I do love all three formulas. I think they're very good. I couldn't make a video like this and not mention these two lip products, but these are from Maybelline, and Maybelline makes some of my favorite long-wearing lip products. So if you like a glossy lip, their vinyl inks are amazing for longevity. They have so many beautiful colors in these. This one here in Peppy is my most worn. Let me go ahead and put this on so you can see what it looks like. It's like, I feel like I'm already running out of this because I've worn it so much already. If you're more into matte lips, they're Superstay, the Maybelline Superstay matte inks. It is a bit more like moisturizing, and it has a little bit of a tack to it than like those old school classic matte liquid lips. But yeah, this is extremely long wearing. I mean, like both of these products, like sometimes at the end of the day, you have to use coconut oil or Vaseline on your lips and a washcloth to remove them because they are so long wearing. Let's go ahead and get this mascara flaked off so I can show you how that works. Which sometimes it doesn't always flake off the best because I use such moisturizing products. So it's like if it doesn't flake off too good, you can just remove it like that and then just go back with your makeup sponge and just kind of touch up. But it is best to kind of wait till it dries down some, even if it doesn't flake off the best from using moisturizing products. If you found this video helpful, let me know down in the comments. Maybe let me know what products you want to run out and get. And if you might want some more in-depth recommendations, I am starting a series on my channel talking about the best of each brand at the drugstore. So I will list down in the description box the ones I've done so far. I mean, I've only done Maybelline right now, like the best of Maybelline. I'm planning on filming the best of Revlon next. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But I hope that you all have a great day, and I will see you all in Thursday's video. Bye-bye.